You're very special mom.
So I'm gonna have to turn the top so that we can hear when
The air conditioning's on.
they just had a huge. Oh, so I let them out into the room, as you can see.
Yeah, I was peeking at them.
Oh.
And all the frolicking and
There was-
playing. And
So they're nice and exhausted for you.
good. I was thinking, because looking at them at this age is often really difficult.
Yeah.
And the 8 weeks and 12 weeks too.
It's
It's because they're just like crazy toddlers, right?
Yeah, there's so much exciting stuff going on. So this is probably, like, if you sit in this area, that's probably good. You can
And see.
put yeah, so, and I don't know, you probably can't really see this.
Yeah, I can from there. I can see it.
Can you? Okay. That's good. Just so that disaster is my desk.
I'm like there maybe?
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
So I brought some stuff and we can listen to their hearts again because you probably can hear a little bit more details with their hearts this time. Like if they're gonna have part numbers and stuff, you could probably pick them up even a little more so. Like things like that we need to watch.
Awesome.
Nobody's, as I was peeking in, nobody's sick or ill, so we probably don't have to, till we do their vaccines, bug them for their temperature.
Oh,
Which they probably
Philip,
appreciate. Yeah.
Philip, all right, I'm just cheating that you're here. It's the world.
Oh, look at them sleeping up in the
I know. They just flew and
Oh my god. I know.
Okay.
Those came from here. Oh, they're so on.
Oh, they're so sleepy.
You know what's very cool after they, get sprays and neuters when they come in together, they'll often just curl up like that and like rest afterwards. Yeah.
I know, that's why I always love when they go home with a sibling because they just love each other so much. And
do you think some of them will go home together? Like
I hope so.
Do you have a waiting list?
No, I don't know. I need to actually talk to Labs about it and see if they've gotten any applications. They may not. I haven't actually heard. I've seen a few people talking about wanting to adopt them, but
how are you? Oh, I think they're gonna go fast and find wonderful homes. Well, they have such good personalities and they're so well socialized. I mean, I just can't imagine that it's.
and they still do adorable.
And not to give it.
So only 3 of them are eating solid food, and only when they're coaxed into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Spoiled monkeys.
It's ridiculous.
You are a good mom.
So I've actually been separating her for a couple of hours.
Good. I was gonna
just so she's not so milky, and so they're, trying to get.
And they need to get a little hungry.
Yeah. So that's how I got them to eat the first time. So
get them a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
I think that because 6 weeks is
time.
It's time. It's nice to have family love and all that, but yeah, 6 weeks is a good time for you guys to.
Because she just will nurse them and nurse them and nurse them.
Well, she's got it made too.
Yeah.
She's like, hey guys, we have it good here. Look at that, you guys look awesome.
Oh.
I did. They look good. Like their bellies are huge and they're happy, and just watching them play. And that sofa was great.
I know, so much fun.
Yeah.
And they're all growing. There's a big difference between smallest and biggest, but so if I have to do them in groups, I'm guessing. But
there's it's following a typical gender pathway, though, isn't it?
For the most part, except for this one is a boy.
He's a little
and he had a little bit of a dip when he and his sister were fighting over the same nipple for a while, and then he still won't eat the solid food either. Stubborn, but yeah.
Okay, so what we can do, if it's good with you, sure, I'll put the picture here, is we can go through and give them each a little bit of an exam, and then we can put on some Revolution.
Okay.
I brought a little thing about, can you see it here, or maybe, I don't know, maybe not. It's not meant to be marketing, it's just meant to tell people what Revolution does. because Revolution is not paying for this. So,
Unfortunately, if anyone knows someone at Revolution.
well, we do, but you know what? It's not like, yeah, it's just about what's best for those guys. And I like that you like Revolution at this age too, because it's super safe. You can give it to pregnant animals, you can give it to lactating animals. So if they're nursing, it's no problem. You can give it to, I've used it on tons of pregnant dogs and cats and never had a concern. And what I also thought was the timing was good is it will help with their deworming, you know, so it'll do that. And it'll help with their flea prevention for a month. So when they go to hopefully their new homes in 2 weeks, the people won't have to, if they're going to a house that happens to have fleas, they won't have to rush to the vet and start with the flea prevention. At least they'll have a 2-week buffer, you know, to sort of get things going, and that they know we have something really safe and really good on board.
That's good.
Because with flea prevention too, some of the ones you get from the pet store, which always makes me a little bit crazy, is you have to make sure you use cat flea prevention on cats and dog flea prevention on dogs. Have you talked about this before?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if I've ever done an emergency shift at a clinic where there hasn't had a cat come in that's seizuring because they've had a dog flea prevention from a pet store put on, and they can die. So,
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. I wish they would take some of those things off the market and make some of the things that are actually prescription more available. I love that they're going to have something safe. It'll say in their little book they have Revolution, and then they can go in and talk to their vet, or they can talk to the shelter about following up with something that's equally safe.
And it's safe to mix that with the Strongyne.
Absolutely. It's nice because they had their Strongyne 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that will...
They're actually due again today, I think. Right?
Well, they don't need it today because they're getting Revolution.
Oh, okay.
So the Revolution will also do the hookworms and the roundworms. It'll keep the fleas away for a month. It also does ear mites. These guys don't have ear mites because if they had ear mites, we would have picked it up initially. But sometimes if you get a cat that's been on the streets and stuff, they will have ear mites, so it'll help with ear mites too.
Oh.
So it's very cool in that way.
Good to know.
And then also with mom still nursing, we'll put a dose on her, and then it's totally safe for the kittens.
Awesome.
Very small portion of cats and dogs who get Revolution put on will have a little bit of hair loss in that area.
Oh.
But that's it.
What happens if Firefly licks it off of the kittens?
It might be, because she's been with them, it might be good just to actually, if you can, maybe take her away for a little bit. Nothing bad will happen to her if she licks it off. It just won't work as well. Did you fall? Did you sleep and roll out of bed?
Embarrassing.
So nothing bad will happen to her. It's just that it's going to work less.
Okay.
If it's not. And it does dry and get totally absorbed, they say, within 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's such a buffer with the dose. If a little bit got licked off, there's probably still enough there. There's such a safety margin.
Yeah.
Vets will actually use it off label on like rats and hamsters and guinea pigs and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
For the same reasons.
Someone needs some attention.
No. You want to be first? Do you? Not really.
She's like, no, I was just seeing what you're doing.
They're going to be hard to look at because they're so busy.
Little spermy pantses. So hopefully you guys can all hear. Let me know in chat if you can't. But
should I come closer so you can help me? Because you might have to actually help me hold them this time.
We can put them in a burrito if we need to.
Oh, we don't need that. I should have brought treats, actually. Oh, you guys don't need
I know.
treats.
Well, he eats kibble.
Will you? Oh,
a little bit of kibble.
You're dad. Here.
This is the biggest one.
Hi. Can I see your teeth?
And let me know if you want me to.
And they're not biting, Firefly, hey?
No.
Nice.
Do you need more light?
No. Okay. I don't. Thank you.
Oh, look at the big boy. He's going to be big. His paws, he had a growth spurt. He's got huge paws now. And
well, now you have some big ear canals, you guys.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, you're so pretty. Good job. I have a pen. Do you want me? Or I can. Can I have a little listen? Oh, they look so awesome. Hi. So I think they should start a wait list for these guys.
I know. Hopefully, there will be people.
Oh, there will be.
suspect, and hopefully they'll go in pairs.
You're very good. Good. No, he does. His heart sounds great.
Excellent. Big, strong. No, you just said
That's
that.
wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
Oh, crash. Yes. So it's right behind, it's right their elbow right there.
Cool.
Can you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you hear when there's a heartwormer?
A heart murmur. Instead of hearing, you hear that love dub, you hear a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And the love dub is those valves shutting.
Mm-hmm.
So if the valves aren't shutting properly and you get the whoosh, you get it can come from different areas, but you get a little bit of a whoosh because the blood's going. A murmur is defined as abnormal flow of blood in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not flowing where it's supposed to, that's a murmur. And sometimes it can come from a specific, like a narrow vessel, that's too small, or sometimes you can get a little bit of a leaky valve.
And
so
is that?
Do you want to put some revolution on?
Yes.
Yeah. So they have this little tiny, as you can see, look how little I'm looking for. There we go. The little tiny puppy and kitten on here. I love this. This stuff is, like I said, is very safe. I'm not in any way benefiting from
Right, this is not a paid
product.
endorsement.
I just been for years. This stuff has never let me down. I've never had anything. So that part I like.
A question in the chat is if it's safe for rabbits.
It does get used on rabbits. It's off label,
Okay.
but it is used in rabbits, yes. Because it also does lice and mites.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
And here's what's happening behind the.
And she's very stressed about it.
And she just did this for like an hour.
Well, it'd be good. They can get all fed up. And then,
Hi, give me your revolution.
so what you do is you take it, like we said, we just take it out of the package. And most of these products, then you push it down and it puts a little tiny
Okay.
there. And I like putting it a little bit higher up on the neck, like this, so that the kitten can't lick it off itself.
That's good.
Not that it will, like I said, hurt. It just won't work.
Yeah.
And if people are gonna bath, like if they use it on a adult, these guys don't need a bath, so I wouldn't bath them. But if they put it on an adult, I just say maybe don't bath them that day. They say a few hours, but I said just don't give them a bath today.
Yeah.
And it doesn't wash off at all.
And
once it's absorbed.
The reason that not to give kittens baths unless you have to is because they can get cold.
They can get
very easily.
hypothermic and stress. So I think it's
We only wash them if they're dirty.
yeah. That's even if you ask a dermatologist how often should I bath my dog or cat, they would say unless they have a skin problem when they're dirty. No. Yeah. Or if
That makes sense. Although sometimes we have poo situations and then we have to do a poo bath.
Yes. Hello.
I can't believe that she is not
Oh, she doesn't want to.
completely asleep. Because
Like,
they have been just
I've heard about you.
sleepy. They'll be a sleepy non-nursing kitten next. This is Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee. How are you? You're a big girl.
She is a big girl.
You're very beautiful. Oh my goodness, you better keep your eyes open today. Do you like the light?
She wants to.
It's good we do Kaylee in the beginning so we don't forget her.
I know. I was just thinking. I'm going to write down who's had
Revolution.
their revolution.
Kaylee, how to
Do you
see
want me to
you?
hold her?
Actually, maybe just to peek in her eyes because she's so sleepy that I don't want There we go. Just want to make sure they do open properly. She's got pretty eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Say
Where are you going?
Say Say Oh, she's not as bad. Getting down to business. Oh, can I peek in your ears too? Oh, you're so sweet. I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring some yummy treats next time. You
Maybe
guys
they'll
will-
actually be eating them.
They should pay me.
Hopefully.
Have you had this problem before?
Actually, probably more of my moms have over-nursed than under-nursed.
Yeah. They're pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
I don't think it's gonna stir up so much controversy that they'll put you on People magazine or anything. Not to that point.
I know, I was actually thinking, I took a picture of her just covered in kittens, and I was like, oh, there's the next cover of
Gabby, are you?
the breastfeeding issue. Why are you going little scam?
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
little scam.
You just know next time I'm gonna even be more thorough. It's gonna be bad. That will be bad. I know. I'm sorry. Let's put
And
some revolution.
is she confirmed to be a girl?
Oh, right.
Because I just thought of that now that I haven't actually, I stopped checking.
She's a girl.
Okay, good. that would be a scandal.
I'll get you to hold her for a sec. She's fun. They have sharp little claws. Right?
I know.
Have you trimmed them?
I've been trimming them, but I don't trim very much off of them, and I mostly do the front ones. And I was going to actually do them before you came, but then I didn't.
Oh, I can help you if you want. Do you want me to before we do this? Or no?
Well, I mean, if you have a special technique that you would like to show everyone.
I know often the technicians are better at than I, but it's probably better to do it if you want before we do the revolution because then we're going to be
Right,
rubbing
covered
it
in revolution.
Mhm.
Go! All right,
Too.
let's see.
If I totally, I mean, just to help you, but if not, I think it's probably not that
This
bad.
is how Dr. Ferguson does nails, everybody. This is official.
There's probably my staff watching going, she's not as, we know the real scoop. You know what? They're not that bad.
Yeah, they feel sharp.
Yeah.
And I always wonder though, I mean, I just do the tips because I'm always scared I'm going to get too far, but.
I don't know if it's.
Oh my
I don't know if it's worth
goodness.
upsetting them. Because they're
Yeah.
not bad. They are sharp, you're right, but they're
Yeah.
not that long.
Yeah,
No.
I clipped them every couple days. And you know,
Oh.
escape. She's like, oh, this is fun. Oh, almost done with you, little Cam.
Up here. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know.
She's so exhausted.
There you
I think-
go. Go back to heaven and earth.
I think she's like a 2-year-old that's just played, and then just starts napping, and then you wake them up. Oh, are you volunteering to go next? All right, I'm marking down. Oops. That she's been
good.
revolutioned.
Hello, little love. How are you? You checking out the stethoscope? Very good.
And this one hopefully is a boy.
Okay, we'll change that to handsome.
Yes.
Oh, he's a boy. He's a boy. You're a boy. I even think I see 2 friends back there.
2 little friends. Not for long, though. Do you want me to hold them?
Sure. As my husband and 3-year-old son call it junk.
Junk. He's got some junk.
Good. And still no sneezing or anything
Mm-mm.
like good. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. No
That's
discharge
awesome.
of any sort.
And the stools are all good as far as you can.
Oh, there have been no stools yet.
Aw.
I don't even have anything to say about that. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so terrible.
It's okay. Yeah, life of luxury you guys have. We for sure we have to get some homes set up for them because they're just not gonna know hard times at all.
I know.
There you go.
And they need their own Facebook pages too
They'll need it. Yeah,
for their fans.
they'll need their own people. Come here. Okay, little guy. Oh no, busy guy.
Oh. They're saying let you know that your kids are watching.
My kids are watching?
Yeah. That's what people in chat are saying. Oh, Matt said that. Let's see.
So you can say, hi Liam, hi Haley. And it's my cat. No.
Is the cat watching? Let's see. There's kind of a delay when you talk to people. It takes like 30 seconds.
Good one. Good. Initially, I thought maybe I heard a teeny murmur, but I didn't.
Oh.
So that's why it took me a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because their his heart rate is about 240 beats a minute, so trying to hear all the details in there
Yeah.
can be hard. And the smaller they are, sort of the faster it is. So that's why I thought this visit, it's easier to actually hear more details than it was previously. And next week, the next time when we do their vaccines, it'll even be more clear. But it sounds fine.
Okay.
Usually, if there's a major structural abnormality, you'll hear it by this time.
Good. Okay.
There we go. I know. You go see Shelly.
Oh, dignity. Oh. Yeah, he used to sound like a little duck when he meowed, and now he's more like a kitten.
Yeah. Did you see on the Laps website where little kitten Ducky?
I did.
I was so
I love that.
Ducky, cute. There you
Yes.
go. Be free. Go run around. Tell the rest.
He's like, where did milk bar go? It's here, now it's gone. So awful. All right, this is Mal, the captain.
Let me see. Oh, you guys. It's your bedtime. Good job. So we only get a brief look, but I don't see evidence of like cataracts or abnormalities in their eyes or anything still, which is good. Because every time you get bigger, I get a better look at stuff.
And that's what and they would get cataracts or something like
You
that.
can get hereditary cataracts. Usually the most we see, there's congenital ones or abnormalities, or sometimes their eyes don't form properly. And I'm seeing nothing like that, which is awesome.
That is good.
Good. Good job. Good job.
What a good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, good boy. Okay. So you're basically at this stage checking for abnormalities, any obvious.
Yeah, just seeing if there's anything that's popping up that we couldn't pop up because they were too small last time, and just confirming that things are good. Just like when you take your children to the doctor and they check them, initially once a week, then once a month, because they're growing so rapidly that things can change. And good. Your heart rate's a bit slower. You're a more relaxed kind of guy.
He's a big boy.
Oh, I know. Get a little feel in your tummy. Just a little bit.
Liam and Haley are thrilled and are now saying hello back.
Saving me any dinner?
Maybe they'll make you special dinner and dessert.
Blueberries. It's a big dessert at our house.
Oh, that's good.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Come here. Can you crawl on my lap for a second now?
He can, but he may choose not to. Oh, somebody's found the laundry again. Let's see. I heard something about a question.
Up, 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 up. It's okay. There you go. You want to go run? Good. So revolution is
Oh, done. Good work. That's 4 down, 3 to go.
except for mom.
Yes, except for Mom. You don't want to hide. Where are you going? Oh my goodness. You guys are supposed to be sleeping. You guys are done. She's probably back in her area. Let's see, we haven't done River yet. Hi. Oh, you're so wonderful.
Hi, River. How are you today? Oh, you little peanuts. You're just a little peanut.
She's a little one.
Oh, you're awesome. You're awesome.
We don't need to be scaling Mount Laundry right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Good job.
Come on, hold me.
Sure, maybe. Just taking your mouth. I just want to make sure it's like, oh, good job. And you probably know this, when you play with lights with cats or laser lights, which can be a good thing for their exercise, is always make sure you hide a treat for them at the end so that they don't get frustrated.
Oh, that's a good tip.
When I'm playing with them, is the proper thing to do is have something for them to find for their hunting instinct and a reward at the end of playing with a laser light. Because you need to exercise the indoor kitties, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Looks good.
Good job. Who's special?
Chaos. Up, 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 up. Good. Good. Oh, look at those. Can you see? Oh, you guys look good. Good. Can I put some?
I try to play with their ears and their mouths and
They're really
get
good
them
about
used
it. They're just
to it.
busy.
But
Yeah.
they
didn't seem to really mind.
yeah, they've gotten better, much better. But
Whoever adopts these kittens will be very lucky.
they're very special. You saw the country superstars finally all got adopted.
I did.
That was good.
That was really good. Florence, that other wonderful volunteer from Laps, I was like, there's got to be a way to get all these guys adopted quicker.
I know.
She's just, they're just so awesome. Isn't she? You guys are amazing. There you go.
Good work. Really so cute. Okay, who's next? You are still busy, but we'll see. We'll see how you do. This is Nara. She's the littlest.
There was somebody said something about there's a surprise regarding Nara. Did you see anything like that?
I don't think so. I
I
don't know.
somebody posted, and I was like, oh, maybe she has a home already.
Oh no, I wish. I think, I'm not sure if she's been leading the escape, all of the escape antics.
Is that it?
That could be.
Mission Impossible.
She's,
Kitten version.
because I don't know if when you were here last, she just comes and goes through the gate. as she pleases because she's the only one who can squeeze through.
Oh,
Because she's floofy, but she's little.
You're turkey. Say good job.
She's got those huge ears with the white tufts on them. She's very adorable.
I'm gonna peek in her ears too. Peek in those big ears.
That will help keep her.
Good. Good. And a little listen to your heart, Nora. Oh, look at that.
Little scamp. Little scamp.
Time for me to go. There's a world to see.
She's busy. Oh, what a big boy. It's really.
Good girl. It's going so fast, it takes a minute. Good girl. Don't go anywhere, Pete. Where are you going? Good. Can we get some revolution for you too?
Oh. She's so fast.
They're going to be even harder next time.
I know. You're a little scamp.
Which is fun, but
Little scamp.
just preparing you.
It's fun when they're healthy, probably.
Yeah.
Not as fun when you're actually trying to like fix something. Oh, you're a little scamp, aren't you? Where are you going?
Whenever I've had little sick kittens or puppies in the hospital, you know it's time for them to go home and they're trying to break out. You know, they've been on fluids and stuff,
Yeah.
they're just lying there. And then they'll go redecorate the lines everywhere. It's like, okay, time to go home now. You're feeling good.
So much fluff.
There you go. Okay.
Oh. Is there a weight limit, a minimum weight that for the revolution?
The safety margin, the minimum on the revolution is 6 weeks. And
Okay.
they should be
So it's more an age than a weight.
more of an age on that. There are a lot of products that the minimum is like a pound or a kilogram. You just have to read the directions. The safety margin is so
Wide.
big. It's so wide. Exactly.
Okay, last kitten. Oh, she's sleepy.
Oh, yeah. I did double check that before we came. I was looking to see if if there was a minimum label. It was an age. It's the same. I don't use to like on the pediatrics to use certain drugs because their kidneys don't really work like properly until they're about 12 weeks old.
Oh.
So there's only certain drugs you want to use. Hey, say good job. You have big eyes. And your ears? Okay. Where's my phone?
Oh, what a good kitten.
Good.
And girl, she's a girl, right? I haven't looked in a while.
Yes.
Okay, good. They're all
Oh,
drinking
look
water.
at that.
I know, that's good.
Nice, big, wide water dish for them.
Yes, I learned that from you.
It's good. Where are you going? Who's so special? I'm sure you knew lots of these things before. Your own cats look very happy also.
Actually, we're going to bring them in because we wanted to check their, just get checkups.
You're a little more relaxed. It's easier to hear your heart slower. And they all are walking just great. I peeked at them online so I could just see what their movement was, and
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't have to hobble them or anything.
No. Hey,
Don't do that.
no, we don't.
This is why I put them in. Oh, where did you go? Zozo, come here. Zozo.
Little scamp. This is why I don't put them in this room unless they're supervised, because there are cords everywhere. All sorts of things for them to get into, and they do.
Okay, those
Little scamps. Okay. No fleas.
Oh no, it's more of a sort of, I guess, like I said, I like it because, well, you're gonna get that extra deworming, so
Yeah.
instead of your Strongyne, and then hopefully between now they'll be 10 weeks, they'll go to their new homes and they'll already have a little bit of safe flea prevention on board. So it's kind of a win-win.
That's great, yeah. Because you never know.
Yeah, that the homes they go to will pick something wonderful, but
Yes. I think Firefly is enjoying her Fortress of Solitude. Here, or she may have found a place. Oh, hi. I had lots of exercise going on obstacles.
Hi, I'm having a little break from all those kittens because they're hungry all the time. Oh my god. Oh, so hungry.
Hello, are you coming back? You want to see the stuff? You probably want to hide. I'm going to take this little feather thing away so they don't eat it.
That's good. They've been dismantling slowly some of the toys. Okay, Mama.
How are you? I don't think, I won't look in your eyes because your will be fun. We'll do it in a couple weeks. I'll just have a gentle quick look at you. What did we do? Oh, that broken tooth. Darn it. We should make sure, if she doesn't come to me, whoever sees her for this day, they x-ray that tooth and see if it needs to come out. Because what you don't want it to do is abscess. I mean, and a dental x-ray is like $10 or less, and then it can decide if it needs to come out. At our place anyways, but very gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look at that. She's not wasting away though, is she?
No, she's not. She eats. I mean, we go through food. It's a lot of food. She's much better than she was. She was pretty bony when she first showed up. You could feel her bones.
Gobbles, did you say? Yeah, they're very pretty.
She purring.
It's okay. It's okay. That's how I need to. Oh, she's so happy. I love to see her.
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
Give her a special one for you.
Oh, a special one. This would be a good pairing for anyone watching.
I know.
Jane Cobb and his mummy. Oh, look how happy he would be. Mummy.
We'd have to get them weaned first.
I know. Yes.
Well, actually, not weaned.
I know. I can feel, like, when I separate her, she's just so full of milk, and then I put her back in, and she gets right back to it.
Oh,
Loves her babies. Loves her babies. And why shouldn't she? Oh,
There you go. Good girl.
no fleas for you.
No. There you go. You're so pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Would there be any signs of any problems that you'd be able to see just by looking, or?
With the tooth?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you look up above she might let us see, up above where that, because with a canine tooth, the root is probably as long as what hangs down. It
Mm.
goes up into the mouth as far as that goes down. Sometimes you'll see a little red dot there. Up above where the root, as you can imagine, goes straight up above that tooth. Sometimes you'll see some redness around the gum line, like some gingivitis out there. But sometimes you don't see anything.
And
So-
so I think, because I took a friend's cat to the vet and he had that, he had the abscess where it was reabsorbing the tooth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they
The
said
feline
that
absorptive lesion.
yes, that one. And they said the canines basically anchor the whole jaw. And so if you have to take them out, then it's complicated and can cause issues. Or
Yeah, the bummer part about the feline absorptive lesions is that sometimes those cats they'll get multiple teeth, but probably you won't have such a big deal in Firefly because it'll probably just take out one tooth.
Mhm.
Or even if there's lots of dental disease and you just take out a few, it's
Mhm.
okay. But if you start, sometimes you just don't have any other options. But because your teeth help your bone in your jaw become nice and strong.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you end up taking out too many teeth, then your bone can deteriorate. But if you have infected, yucky, abscessed teeth, then that's just what has to be.
Yeah.
You know. But with her, as far as I can tell so far, is she has one tooth, and I don't think she'll ever have to hunt for her food again. So she won't miss that one tooth.
Hopefully
And then
not.
it's just a decreased chance of infection and abscess and things like that. Do you want me to sign these and put?
Oh, sure.
And just, I can if you want.
They've all got little, Dr. Ferguson brought us little shot records and checkup. I don't know what you call that. There's
Just little medical records.
medical records. All of your kittens will have medical records. And a Jane Cobb hat. Did you see?
No,
So
no,
many
no.
knitted. 8 of these, which are what the character of Jane Cobb on
Yeah.
the TV show. His mom made him one of these, and so someone sent us 8 of them in varying sizes. So this is Fireflies.
Yes. That's awesome.
They're so adorable.
Hey, Scamp, we don't do that. We don't chew on wires.
You can chew on food.
Or drink water. So does anyone in chat, if you have any more last minute questions, now is the time. Yes, the revolution is not a vaccine. It just gets put on their skin at the back of their neck, and it's for fleas and worms.
Actually, you can put this. I brought a little poster. I don't know if it's very visible. Whoops, sorry, sweetie pie. Oh my goodness, you guys can look at that. Look, what do you think? Is that very visible? Probably not, hey?
It depends. If people have full screen, they'll be able to see it. Yeah.
Just while I'm writing up their medical records, you can see it does, so it goes applied just topically on there. It gets absorbed through the skin, and it gets absorbed like a topical pill. It shows up in this area here, and it gets adult fleas, eggs, and larvae. So it gets hookworms, and it also gets roundworms. Roundworms is probably what we're primarily concerned about with kittens, and also with puppies. And it's going to be a good flea prevention for the month, which I'm not too concerned about at this moment, but for the next 4 weeks to come, as they're going possibly out of this home, and then they go to the shelter, and then they go to their new homes, they're going to have a couple week buffer of having that flea prevention on board, which is awesome, and it's super safe. And I've probably in my years put on thousands of doses, and had very few problems with it at all. I can't even remember any significant problems at all. So there is lots of good, safe products that are available. This one is just like Shelly actually mentioned Revolution, and as she mentioned it to me, I thought it was also a good choice because it's really in this situation, it's just really appropriate, also given their age and their circumstance. I'm trying to help you. You see these? You want to look? You want to find yours? Oh.
So, and do you have a weight limit for spades and neuters, 35 ounces and 37 ounces, or is it a size thing? Because all of the vets seem to be a little bit different.
Yeah. My preference in the whole is spades and neuters at 6 months of age in general. For shelter requirements, my preference, I agree to do them once they're 8 weeks and minimally 1 kilogram, because I will choose certain drugs so that the anesthetic's safe. We have nice warmers at our hospital so that I know that their temperature is going to drop minimally, and I'm willing to put in the post-operative pain medication that suits their age. And also cats don't have to be fasted very long before surgery. So even if food is taken away from them in the morning, and we feed them basically as soon as they wake up from surgery, and I have the staff that can do that, so I'm okay with that. So I will do them younger because what will happen is people like to adopt kittens when they're young and cute.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's in these guys' best interest if they get into a nice forever home as soon as possible. And if that means they get spayed a little and neutered a little earlier, then I think that we have to do it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, would it be nicer if it's 6 months? Yes. But if it means they get a forever home earlier, and then also then there's less cats escaping and getting pregnant and creating a situation again, then it has to be. Is it ideal? No. But sometimes we just have to make the best of the situation, right?
Yeah.
And do it as safe as possible. So so that's my compromise, you know, the compromise with the situation. It's not ideal, but
well, that's good because everybody has their own opinion on the early neuters
space and space.
But
I think it's better than, you know, than going outside and spreading disease and catching diseases, and I think
yes. And I've noticed it seems like they recover much more quickly when they're younger than they do when they're a little bit older.
Yeah, it's a much faster surgery when they haven't had a heat and when they haven't had kittens.
Mm-hmm.
I spayed a cat that was about 3 years old last week, and it probably took me. The uterus was abnormal. It was necrotic, and it probably took me about 4 times longer. So that cat was under anesthesia for longer. It probably did have a longer recovery. So it's not. You know, there's pros and cons to everything. And if they're not in the shelter till they're 6 months of age, it's a less of a drain on the shelter, and they can put that money towards helping other animals too. Right?
Yeah, that's very true.
And then the same thing with Shelly's time is that she can take in more animals and save more animals.
Yay! Oh, the coblets can help you. There's a question, is a rabies shot really necessary for an indoor cat?
I always leave it up to I discuss the pros and the cons in every situation. Because a couple of situations, you make sure that you have screens on your windows, because there have been a couple situations in the Lower Mainland, and when I've been at clinics, where people will find a dead rabies positive bat in their house.
Oh,
And they don't know. Yeah, bats is where in British Columbia. When I was in Manitoba, it was skunks.
Oh.
And in Ontario, it's foxes. There tend to be prevalent species that carry rabies in different provinces. In BC, it's primarily bats. And so if you don't have screens on your windows for your cat getting out and also the bats getting in, and your cat's not vaccinated, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, it's a very complicated process to sort of go through protocols once that happens. The other situation is going across the border. That's what for us in BC. You can't go across the border unless you have a rabies vaccine for your pet. And then the other situation is if there's little people around. If you're going to have friends or that have children come around. If there's ever a chance that there's going to be a bite or things like that, it puts you in a very precarious legal situation if they've bitten it. And then it just makes things so much clear cut, because I've been in those situations where I said, well, the cat or the dog bit the child. Is that animal likely rabies positive? No, but now it's an unvaccinated animal just bit a child, and it's just sticky.
Is there legislation that requires that they be put down if they bite?
I think if people insist, then they can be, because the only way to test for rabies 100% is to send the brain away.
Oh, yikes.
It's just an ugly situation. So there are circumstances. So we discuss the pros and the cons with, the owners.
Yeah.
And they can, sort of make that decision, because I think there's a middle road as far as vaccinating. I tend to be, a little bit in the middle of the road. I don't like to over vaccinate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think some people need to vaccinate, otherwise we're going to see diseases all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a controversial subject too, but
yeah, it is. So they will go for adoption once they're big enough for their spays and neuters, which should happen, according to my calculation. Wash would be ready in 12 days if he keeps gaining at the same rate. And River would be ready in 53 days. So hopefully once they're all eating solid foods, it will happen sooner. But so far, we're slow on the uptake with the solids. Except for Inara. She of endless energy. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. Doo-doo-doo. All right, I think I don't see any new questions. Oh, they're asking if you have any tips to get them to eat.
I think a little bit of tough love.
Yeah.
But don't push it. I don't think there's a reason you have to push it. It doesn't have to be. You're doing everything right. I think just maybe take Firefly away for a few hours, get them a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
Put
That's
it
what
out
worked
there.
with Inara and Kaylee so far.
Yeah. And just keep doing that and making the stints a little bit longer. Their body condition is perfect. So they're not overweight, they're not underweight, they're exactly where they should be. So it's not like you're going to have any problems for doing that at all.
Great.
And maybe I'm wondering, are you warming up the food at all?
I've tried that. I usually mix it with hot water so that it's kind of like a little bit warmer than room temperature.
A little bit soupy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably a good thing. And I'm wondering if you take her away, don't have maybe any food available for maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and then bring in some nice fresh food that's nice and warm. Get them a little bit hungry first. And also, I'm wondering if you warm it up. Does it smell more when you just add the water?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Because I don't know. Usually I'll just warm it up a little bit in the microwave.
Okay,
Because
I'll
then
try that.
that's the smell is super
Yeah.
important to them. So maybe even don't have it available,
Okay.
and then bring it in and have it all smelling like wonderful,
Oh, that's a good
and
idea.
then put it and then see how that goes.
Okay, we'll try that.
And if it doesn't, you know, because I'm a bit soft too, I'd be like, well, I'm doing it 2 hours, but maybe do to 1 hour.
Yeah. Well, and then if that doesn't work, I'll take it away from it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long does it take before Firefly will reduce and stop her milk production? Does there have to be no nursing at all?
Yeah, pretty much.
So at any time they nurse, even if it's less nursing, that will keep her supply the same? Or
No, it will go
taper?
down.
Yeah.
So as long as there's less nursing, and it'll just taper down for sure.
Okay. Well, that's good. Hello. A camera shy visitor. Oh, thank you. Oh, you need the reader.
So he does not speak or be visible on camera.
All right.
Hotel.
No, I will though.
I'll do it right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very
No,
much
you're
for
welcome.
coming to visit.
You're
And
welcome.
once again, Dr. Ferguson donates a ton of time and services and Revolution and vaccines and dewormer to not only to us but also to LAPS, the animal shelter. So we love her, and you can find her. It's your website is Mountain View Veterinary Hospital.ca.
Yep.
Right. And
Or mvvet.ca. Yeah.
Okay, so you can find her on our Facebook page too and on our website. So if you're in the area, she's
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, a nice way to end the day or spend a lunch break. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy, tough job. Not so tough job. So good. If you call me if you have any problems.
I will.
I can't help you with your water and computer though.
I know that was a disaster, but at least it's still on. That's a good sign.
So they'll be due for the Stronja possibly again. This is lovely in 2 weeks. And then
Okay.
we could just do it with their vaccines.
Okay, perfect. That will be a big day. Vaccines.
Bye. Bye.